I'm going to attempt to do a live demo, and they told me I had to wake up my computer. Never done a live demo in front of this many people, so we'll see how that goes. Thank you very much. My name's Tony Lavasseur. I'm with the company called Databricks. Any customers of Databricks? All right, thank you. I run go-to-market for what we call media advertising agencies. So I work with a lot of the media publishers out there, the advertising agencies, ad tech and martech companies, as well as sports. And I want to thank Telium, great partner of ours, great people. And what's great about this conference is I walked up here and I saw a lot of our other great partners as well. So Epsilon, Credera, I saw the Trade Desk. I don't know if Natalie's in the audio. Oh, there she is. Of course, she's everywhere. We're going to talk about some trends that Databricks is seeing in the marketing and kind of the media space. Get into some of the struggles that we see some of our customers having, getting kind of data and AI ready for activation. And then I'm going to try to do a live demo. We'll see if it works out. So our premise is marketing is moving from this attention currency to a prediction economy. Some of the things that we're kind of seeing, we look at things kind of on the sell side and the buy side. A lot of you are buyers, right? But I also work with a lot of the sell side as well with the media publishers. I was across the street this morning with one of them. Some of the trends that we're seeing on the sell side is, kind of bringing technology to where we want to be. So streaming, social, a lot of vertical-based video, shorts, TikTok-style short type media, hyper-personalization. We've been doing personalization. I've been with Databricks for 9 years. I think some of the first use cases on Databricks was around kind of building machine learning models to personalize experiences on various sites and whatnot. But now we're with the AI move, we're seeing just hyper-personalization. And we see this whole retail media commerce integration as well. So as I'm consuming media, I may want to make a purchase right then and there. On the buy side, we're seeing that the legacy performance kind of metrics are not enough to provide the ROI that the buyers want. Impressions are moving kind of away, more of an outcome-based kind of outcomes are becoming the norm on what our customers are asking for. They want to buy low, they want to sell more, and they want more skin in the game, especially with their agency partners, right? So the friction behind all of this, surprise, surprise, unified experiences, they require unified data and AI stacks, something that we've been saying for many years, since the inception of Databricks over 13 years ago. New outcomes need new insights. They need new metrics. We need better BI. We need better analytics. But a lot of people have tight budgets right now, so it's difficult. And garbage in, garbage out. Bad data equals bad outcomes. Your AI is only going to be as good as your data. And that's why we believe a lot of the best companies, a lot of the best marketing organizations are going to be transforming into technology companies. Hopefully that slide's coming up okay. It's not on my side. Surprise, surprise, I don't know how much AI talk has been at this conference, but every single conference I go to, it's all about AI, right? And AI, every single industry will benefit from this, and every single department will benefit from AI. We work with probably a lot of the brands. Obviously, some of you are customers today, but across industry. When it comes to marketing, marketing just goes right across all industries, right? Everybody is doing marketing. So at Databricks, we've kind of changed our methodology and how we work with our customers. You want outcomes, we want to sell outcomes as well. Yes, I could go sell you some data pipelines, some notebooks for your data scientists to build machine learning models, but I'd rather go and work with you on coming up with some outcomes. This is what we call an outcome map. Every single sub-vertical has an outcome map. Each one of those things in the white are use cases. These are use cases that we're helping our customers deliver, and a lot of these use cases are delivered with Telium as a backbone as well, right? So we've got if you see something, a lot of times we'll bring this up with a customer and say, hey, what do you want to work on? I want to work on campaign management. Okay, a lot of these we have accelerators for. We can help you get started on driving the insights to drive like a personalized image and video on your site. Great customers, great stories, GM, and how we help them with the rewards program. PetSmart's been a great customer for years. Again, cross-industry, really helping all these companies with their marketing outcomes that they want to get out of their data. But it ain't easy. I'm not here to say it's simple. A lot of organizations struggle. There's 3 areas where we believe people struggle with. First, number 1, the data and AI estate is just fragmented in general. If I go in a large organization, they probably got multiple data warehouses. They might have a data lake. They might have a lake house. I might be walking down the hallways, open up the door and find another Teradata system. I don't know what I'm going to find in any room, right? There's just data littered. You've got platforms for your data scientists to do machine learning models. We all have to do Gen AI today, so there's probably another platform I need to go and put up for that. And I got to govern all of this. And it can get unwieldy at times. We believe that, number 1, with fragmentation, it's very difficult. Each one of these, I like to call them pills, but they're platforms. A lot of them have their own databases. Proprietary formats, locked in. It's hard to talk to each other. Each one of these systems has its own governance and security on it. Or else you would have probably never got it into your organization. We believe in one governance model, which I'll talk about. Having a governance model that's supporting different platforms, it's like having multiple security systems, a different security system for every external window and door in your house. You probably wouldn't do it. You'd probably just call up ADT and have one security system for your house. And then who's heard of agents? Who's heard of AI? It's everywhere. Every single platform is saying that it's agent-based or it's got an agent interface. We've got AI sprawl everywhere. It's like having a bunch of interns running around your organization, right? They're just going nuts because until you train these agents and control them, you don't know what they're going to do. Surprise, surprise. Databricks has an answer to a lot of this. Number 1, Databricks is cloud only. We don't run on-prem. We have no storage layer. What we believe is you should store your data on your cloud of choice. If that's AWS, store your data on S3. If it's GCP, store it on GCS, Azure ADLS. What we're going to do is we're going to allow you just to store that in cheap storage, and we'll put a nice little format on it. Delta, Iceberg, it doesn't matter. What we're going to bring is reliability and performance to that data. Number 2, governance. We have to have a solid governance and security layer, right? And this is not just around your data, right, your structured data. We believe you should govern structured data, unstructured data. You should be able to govern your models, your agents, whether those agents are being built on Databricks or some other platform. You should be able to have a semantic layer on that, right? I come from the BI world. 26 years ago, I stepped into an organization called Business Objects. We had a semantic layer. It was called a universe. Cognos had a different semantic layer for their cubes. MicroStrategy had a different semantic layer. You probably all have multiple BI tools in your organization. If the semantic layer is up in the BI layer, then you're suspect of getting different results when your executive asks you a question. We believe to push it down into the data platform, into the governance layer, and also lineage. We believe in lineage. If I'm going to provide an LLM, if I'm going to provide an agent that's going to answer a prompt, I want to know why it answered it the way that it did, right? And without a solid governance layer, we call Unity Catalog, it's hard to do a lot of those things, right? Once you've got the platform dialed, now we can start leveraging it, right? Lakehouse is what we call our data warehouse. That's going to help you answer any question that you want. Last year at our summit, and a little programming, our summit's coming up in June if anybody wants to come. We launched Lakebase last year. This is bringing OLTP, so database capabilities, on the same platform as what you've been doing with Databricks and your analytical workloads. And then Lakeflow is an easy way to get data into the system. You got to get data in, you got to transform that, you got to curate that, and that's the platform. From there, we need to put some context around these agents, right? I discussed that. So what we have is Genie. We've got Genie for the business users, which I'll show, and we've got Genie code for the technical users. What's Genie code? Genie code is for the developers in the audience. If you're writing data engineering tasks to build pipelines, if you're writing data science and machine learning tasks for your models, right? This is your co-pilot to help you develop those models and those pipelines much quicker. I'm a business user. I don't know SQL, I don't know Scala, I don't know Python, but I do know how to type, right? And I know English. So for me, as a business user, I have Genie that could help me understand what's going on with my data. I might ask it a question on what was the revenue over the last few quarters. It gives me an answer. I saw a spike in June. It's not just gonna tell me, I could then go in and say, hey, Genie, why did I have that spike in June? And it's gonna go back into Unity catalog, it's gonna look at all my data, and it's gonna actually do research. It's gonna do research and give me reasoning on why that spike in June happened. So on top of that, we've got a whole management layer for the agents that we provide or the agents that you build on Databricks. Databricks announced a couple of years ago AI/BI. This is our dashboarding capabilities. And then we've got custom apps, which I'll be attempting to demo in a bit after this slide. So how do we fit with Telium, right? So they are the best in the business of getting all of that data, right? Bringing that into the lake house, getting that ready for AI, and helping us activate that marketing data that we have in there. You've got great first-party data that they provide. You can go into some of these other partners that are out there in the veranda, like Epsilon, to bring in additional data about that, and then you've got data ready to activate with campaigns that will hopefully drive the best outcomes out there. So I'm gonna do a demo now. Anybody like sports? Yeah. All right, okay, we'll attempt to do this, okay? I'm not an SA, and I don't play one on television. Can anybody see a Sports 360? Very good. NBA. I got Knicks tickets tonight, but my engineer did a really awesome demo across the street, so I gave him the tickets. He's gonna get to go. But let's go look at the NBA. Okay, so this is Databricks. If I was to do a demo for you about a year ago, you'd probably see a notebook with Scala code or Python or SQL. Everything you see in front of you now is Databricks. This is a Databricks app. You've got a few things going on here. What we're doing is we're simulating people coming into this arena. We could see how many butts are in seats. We could see who's at the entrances. I could see how much beer and hot dogs we sold. Pretty simple stuff. It's just BI, folks. Over here on the arena alerts, this is Gen AI. These are agents telling me about things that are happening. We got a slip and fall accident. If I got waste receptacle situation. If I go in and run an AI simulation, I won't do this right now, it'll take a little bit of time, then it will give me options on how I can rectify this situation. So that's all good. That's Arena 360. But we're trying to sell. All of us probably in this audience work for a department that wants to sell, right? So here what we have, these are my fans. I've got the different archetypes, right? We can diehard loyalists, at-risk fan, family fan. We got all the variables, everything about these folks. We've got Linda Brown here. What's up with Linda? Looks like I got to put on my 2,760 lifetime value. We've got some information about her. We can get a little bit more detailed. She likes Section 105. Her favorite food is beer. I thought that was a drink, but I didn't build this demo. Attendance, late arrival, So if she doesn't come to her seat when we start the game, we know why. I could get down into transactions. Actually, one of our customers, I won't say which NBA team, they are running this they have a different UI. With Databricks, you can build any UI, and they're demoing this to me. And they went to a customer record, and I forget the guy's name. It was Richard Hansen. Hopefully he's not here. It went down, and it showed me he had purchased this season 275 double Tito's and sodas. I'm like, hopefully this guy's got a driver after the games, because he is just drinking, right? So all great, but what do we do with this data? And why are we here with Telium? We want to activate this data, right? So we can run an AI scenario builder. Maybe we want to do a little engagement boost, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell the agents, hey, I've got Linda. Look at everything we know about Linda, and I want to do a little bit of an engagement boost with Linda. And it's going to do its thing. It takes a little bit of time. This is AI. This isn't, it's crunching, right? Oh, here we go. So it's giving me 3 different campaigns I can run with Linda, right? And then I wish this says send for activation to Telium, right? But I can send that for activation right there. So I just wanted to give you a little flavor of how you can leverage your data, some of the new interfaces that you could use with Databricks on Telium, right? And show you how we're helping marketers drive outcomes leveraging data and AI. So I got 3 minutes and 10 seconds. I did it on time. Thank you.